welcome to TPI's Games to Watch. I'm Lizzie Arbogast, sports editor at Tallapoosa Publishers, and I am once again here to break down some of the biggest games of the evening for Friday night football. We'll kick it off with actually an inter-county game. We've got Benjamin Russell headed to Stanhope Elmore for our game to watch at the Outlook. This is the kickoff of region play. These first two games kind of go out the window. Doesn't matter if you're starting like Benjamin Russell 2-0 or Stanhope Elmore 1-1. It's all even, nothing in region play, which is where the playoff implications come from. I expect this to be kind of a defensive battle, actually. Stanhope boasts a very strong defensive front, a very big defensive front. Benjamin Russell was challenged a little bit physically, especially up front last week, and struggled to run the ball last week against Clay Central, so they're going to need to find a way to get Keaton Young a little bit more involved, get Landon on his feet, moving a little bit better. Even though Benjamin Russell did come away with the victory, did sort of take a comeback win. So I look for the Wildcats to come out on fire tonight from the opening kickoff and play sort of a complete game. And again, on the other side of the ball, Stanhope is probably going to struggle at least a little bit with Benjamin Russell's front as well. They're very, very strong up front with Markel Jackson. Pokey Norris has been playing great. Even the linebackers are starting to kind of figure some things out, and the secondary gets better and better every week. So I look for this to be a really good showdown to start off a region play.
I'm Caleb Turrington with the Wetumpka Herald. This week's game to watch will be at Hohenberg Field, where Wetumpka hosts the Calera Eagles. It will be the region opener for both schools as the teams begin their push for the playoffs. Wetumpka sits at 2-0 after a big road win over Northview. The top-ranked team in 6A used a strong rushing attack as Tyquan Rawls, D'Angelo Jones, and Terrence Thomas all rushed for at least 100 yards in the victory. The Indians have outscored their opponents by 24 points per game over the first 2 weeks of the season. Calera enters Friday night with an 0-2 record after a sloppy performance against Pell City. The Eagles have underperformed but have the talent to compete with anyone this season. Senior Cornelius Brown has been targeted by several SEC schools, including Alabama and LSU. The 6'5" quarterback is thrown for 303 yards per game to go with 3 touchdowns in the first 2 weeks of the season. His top target, junior Quindarius Cruz, already has 245 receiving yards to go along with a touchdown. These two teams have never played each other in football, so it could be a night filled with unknowns. The game is scheduled to kick off at 7 p.m. on Friday night.
Hello, I'm Carmen Rogers with Tallapoosa Publishers, bringing you this week's game to watch. It's another matchup of the Big Cats this week, as the Tallahassee Tigers host the Tigers from Greenville High School. Last week, the Tallahassee Tigers enjoyed a hard-fought battle over the Handley High School Tigers with a final score of 16-12. While Greenville fell to Carver High School last week, bringing their season record to just 1-1. The Greenville Tigers will head over to J.E. Hott O'Brien Stadium this Friday night, and we were able to catch up with head coach Mike Battles to see what he thinks Friday night's game has in store.
We knew going in this year that they were going to be one of the favorites to win the region, so, we're going to have to play well. We're going to have to keep, they've got lots of athletes, receivers, running backs. They're pretty big up front, and they play real aggressive defense. So, we're going to have to control the football game on offense and try to keep them, not give them too many times with the ball. That's easier said than done.